Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Yarnatique Appreciation Society. My name is Luke, and I am very pleased to have you here with us for this lovely show. Hopefully, we're going to put on for you. We are the Boys from the Baltic Star, and it is Friday night, which means that usually we play Traveller, and that is what we're doing this evening. Traveller is our ongoing science fiction role-playing game, and we love having you with us for as long or as short as you can provide. Time-wise, there's a lot of things you could be doing this evening, and thank you for sharing some of that time with us. If it's your first time, please feel free to lurk. We love our lurkers. Please feel free to chat. Chat is friendly, and we will interact as we can. Please feel free to ignore us and talk about other things, or get involved in what's going on as well. We're not against breaking the fourth wall. I always get confused with the third. It'd be a third wall if we were in a triangular room. I've been thinking about that. But we're not...
Yes, that's true.
There we go. So we're not against that, so please feel free to. If you click on that red sun to spend your points, some of those will actually interact with the game, for better or worse. For example, when Ben thinks he's got us cornered and you can see his shoulders up and down as he internally cackles, then give us a boon. Ruin his evening. If he's looking a bit thirsty, make him drink. If Ewan's head is too little in the corner on the screen, we can celebrate him. And his face will be plastered everywhere. So all these options are available to you. So that's there. I think that's about it, really. Let's not spend too much time introducing things. Let's get started with our introductions. And then I guess we'll get started properly. So as I said already, my name is Luke. I'm in the bottom right-hand corner. Hello. Let's pause while we stand for Ewan. Because we should always stand for Ewan. We are a no thirst, no stand channel. The only person we stand for is Ewan. And Grey Hill's forearms, but that's a whole different level.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost religious at this point.
And increasingly Yana for some reason, but it doesn't matter.
We'll roll with it. There we go. That's what we get for now. So my name's Luke. I'm in the bottom right-hand corner. I play two characters in this adventure. I play Kara and Soraya. Thank you. Kara is sort of a hacker, a carouser, a trader, an artist, the talky character. And Soraya is the awkward one, the jack of all trades, the engineer, the drinker of mimosas. Those are the two I play in our little crew. Sat next to me, which I'm always pleased to see, is my friend, my colleague, my comrade Ewan. How are you doing, dear sir? How has your week been?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. It's a bit hot, but hey.
So are you.
It's...
It must be because you're standing a few yards closer to me than normal.
But no, I'm good. I too play two characters in a Traveller campaign. I play Soraya's partner in crime, management colleague, Stefan Miller, general sneaky, slightly paranoid space. I almost said thief, but not really.
It does.
Not unless somebody would use Stefan's sneaky masterclass. Less so nowadays. And I also play Agnar, who is a Varga, which is a humanoid wolf, former general, and medic. But it's been a while since he's had to pick one of us up from the ground, or try to. Metaphorically speaking, he's weak as anything. Couldn't pick anyone up.
Yes, for someone with such luscious, thick, furry forearms, he is quite weak.
Yeah, we've all got to have at least one flaw.
He picks us up emotionally, just not physically.
Yeah, he picks up the bill a lot, but he doesn't pick up much else.
They're two fine people, and I couldn't wish for anyone else and any other characters to be in this adventure with. As you're next to me, we can have fist bump today. I'll paste it out. Lovely. It's legit. That means
nicely done.
that was good tonight.
Oh, that a good one.
That means
That was a good one.
That means we reset the counters to 0 and the game is on. Next to you and on the end is the man who lives his entire life in the Twin Peaks dream sequence. The man who is the smartest in any room he goes into. Any park he goes into. Any coffee shop he goes into. Just anywhere he is. He is the man who I've heard is the new face and t-shirt of the milk tray adverts. and he always has yeah, exactly, and he always has at least a dozen topless and heavily oiled men holding that luxurious curtain behind him. Ben, good evening. How are you?
I am all right, thank you. Yes. Very much looking forward to this evening after a week of insane happenings. So let's settle down for something really rational, like role-playing in the far future.
I think it's the most realistic thing that have happened this week, to be honest.
We may find some weirdness happen tonight, but I don't think it can match up to reality this week.
Well, if you're going to lay the gauntlet down like that, we can certainly try.
That wasn't supposed to be aspirational.
Real life is often stranger than fiction.
Well, that's certainly true. And doubly true when we three are involved.
So, I recommend everyone grab yourself, do your hair, fix your hair up nice, pour yourself a glass of wine or whatever your tipple is, and settle back and join us as we hand over to Ben and we start tonight's Boys from the Baltic Star.
So, last time, our travellers made a few minor purchases before leaving Azureport. In fact, these purchases were mostly to replace things they'd used on the planet. Most notably, a replacement EMP charge, something that had proven very useful indeed at Umma's rooms. With that errand complete, a few conversations wrapped up, some goodbyes said, the party gathered their possessions and made their way to the shuttle to take them up to the Seamstress. Behind them, they leave a gang of outlaws shattered, a priory saved from ruinous isolation, a mining collective helped. They started a business, opened up opportunities for several locals, assisted a massive corporation, and perhaps set a rather dubious individual on a path to better things. They also killed a truly evil and dangerous criminal, an exploiter of the weak and helpless. They removed a violent henchman from society and, incidentally, delivered a hot meal to some local wildlife. They even found a way to dramatically reduce their costs for the return trip to Geeka by taking on a simple escort job on the vast liner. Their second visit to the subsector capital has ended with the kind of success that can only really be achieved by not carrying out a coup d'etat while visiting a place. Arriving on the Seamstress, our heroes travelled back past the ski slopes and onto the vast concourse. And that is where we resume the story.
Well, I suppose first things first, we need to find our rooms, I suppose.
Okay.
I'll turn to Sarai. Don't you think?
Yes. Steph, I don't know where they are. Do you? I don't want to look weak and unknowledgeable with the underlings.
Send someone else to do it.
That's a
And act like you know what they should be doing.
That's a really good idea. You there, Agnar. Can you and Kara go and find out where our rooms are, please? Just go speak to someone, maybe at one of those desks or something, for us. Take one for the team. You're doing good work. You're so good at talking to people.
Agnar will look over to Kara and just say, "You coming? Should we go?"
She'll shrug and hoik up her backpack. And slip her
Seems like an easy win for us.
Slip her arm into his and say, "Come on, let's go." And tries to get him to skip with her, as she goes down the road, desperately trying to, being dragged down by his arm as she tries it. Come on, we're back in luxury.
He'll walk for a bit, and then when you start falling behind someone, he'll sort of half-heartedly give a little skip to try and catch up, and then realise that doesn't feel comfortable at all. Just carry on walking, but at a quicker pace.
And Carol points. I remember before there were people around, weren't they, Ben? Like you could go and find out where.
Oh, many people, yeah, milling about.
Well, can we go to there must be an information point or something, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, any number. Scattered around the concourse. If you remember the layout, sort of directly above your head is the buckyball pitch.
Yes.
But on this concourse, the surface area is broken up into this. It's basically one huge open space, but there are lots of little fenced-off areas for restaurants, for bars, for all sorts of things. Everything from amusement arcades to clothes shops, and some of them, particularly here, right by the entrance, there is a little cluster of local information and check-in desks and things like that. Not everyone's going to one, you understand. Some people already know where they're going, but quite a few people are bustling about them.
She sort of points towards an information point and says, "Agnar, go and find out where our rooms are. I just want to try something while you're doing that, if that's okay."
Yeah, sure, of course. And he'll find a desk, one that looks quietish, without a queue, if there is such a thing, and approach.
Okay. There's technically nowhere without a queue, but there's a place where you're sort of next in line. The queuing, because of the way they're designed as sort of round pods, the queuing is not very well organised. People just assemble at the nearest point and wander up. And it only takes a few seconds for you to get to the front.
Hello.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, you can. I'd like to check in and find out where our rooms are, please. My name is Agnar Arnson, and I've also got, and he'll list off everyone's name that's with the party, or with our party.
Excellent. There's a quick sort of check of a computer system. And then the woman nods and says, yes, we've got you all together. We've actually got you in N114.
Is that N, sorry?
Yeah.
November
N for
114.
November 114. In the N114 block at the top sub-level. I'm only a bit curious about that because, well, N114 has a sort of notice on it that it's been block booked by a party that is known on board, and I didn't know if you were actually part of that party or if you'd intentionally you're staying near them or.
I believe we're accompanying a party. I would assume it's the same, but I may be wrong.
Well, then in that case, that's fine. You're in the top sub-level of N114. It's on the north side of the ship. That's in the Hakat fan area. Oh,
which actually leads me to my next point. We made our way over on the Seamstress and saw a wonderful game of, or a few games of buckyball actually, with the fan matches and all. I was about to ask who is playing on this leg of the journey.
This trip, it's Dillabrew against Hakat.
Perfect. That's very good to know. Do we have seats, don't we, Ben?
Seating is completely automatic in the main sections. There are reserved seats in some of the more prized viewing areas, but there is seating for everybody. It's a very big pitch.
Wonderful. Perfect. Well, thank you very much. I think that's everything for now. If there is anything else, I'll pop back and see you. Sorry, what's your name? And he'll look for a name badge, or as he's saying.
My name's Crimson.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Crimson. Thank you for being so helpful. Good day. And he'll look around and try and find Kara.
Kara sort of was just about to dial something on dial into her phone device, but she looks up and she sort of mocks his little "Good day, sir, good day," and then says, "Oh man, I can't." So I guess now that we own property, we own business, we're sort of almost, we're not residents, but we're sort of taxpayers on Dilabru. I suppose maybe we can wing Soraya over to cheering for them on the way home. She hated them beforehand. But, now we fund the team, indirectly at least. But we're with Hecate, you say. I overheard the big group blocking. Oh, I don't know if the top of the ship is bad or good. I guess we'll find out.
I should have asked, maybe. But as you say, we'll find out.
We'll soon know by the amount of dripping coming down the walls, I guess. How rattly the pipes are.
Whether the doors have been blown off their sliders.
Oh. Anyway, now if you'll excuse me, I'm just trying to make a phone call. She wants to call the number we've got for Olivia Sharp, please, Ben.
Okay. All right. There is a little bit of a pause. So can you roll 1d6?
Oh, what? Don't 1d6 me. It's like, is it the top of the ship? Is it the bottom of the ship? I just don't know.
I think we should now start every game that we play with Luke's first roll being a 1d6.
I don't know. The dice are as confused as me. It's gone 3. No, I don't know.
It doesn't know what you want. Thinking this can't be terrible. Okay, it takes a few moments for the call to be answered, and when it is, you can quite clearly hear that Sharp is walking fairly briskly. Yes. Hello.
Sharpie! It's us, your favourite crime-busting super sleuths. If you remember from a week ago, it's me, Kara. How are you?
There's the sort of sound of her slamming on the brakes, so to speak, on her feet. She stops dead, and there's sort of course. Hi.
Hey! Guess what? We're back for a week. We should hang out and do shots.
That's amazing.
Like nice shots this time, not the blood-soaked ones from last time we were here. You know, nice. Are you busy this week? You can be busy?
Well, it's a busy day right now. Everyone's coming on board, and my security staff is a bit stretched, removing banned items from luggage and things like that.
What, you mean like guitars and drums and things?
Vuvuzelas.
Oh, they should be banned.
It's basically a spherical ship. You wouldn't believe how vuvuzelas echo.
Oh, just it's blown and then you hear it and then it comes back 45 minutes later in a loop.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Oh. Well, I hope your day goes well. We just wanted to check in, say hello. We missed you a lot. I hope you missed us. And don't. You know where we're staying. You've already got our names. Don't be a stranger now. If you're bored, if you've got a quiet evening, let's hang out. And if you don't want to,
obviously, I'm hoping you're here for a lovely, quiet cruise.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. We're pro De La Brue now, by the way. We're all about De La Brue now. It's our new love.
De La Brue rather than Geeka.
No, well, you know, nothing's black and white. Nothing's black and white. Then they're our number twos now. We'll talk about it over drinks another night. It's just we're very thrilled to be back, and we're very thrilled that you're here, and we're very thrilled that you're clearly very thrilled that we're very thrilled to be here as well.
I mean, one thing that does happen to be black and white is the colours of Hackett. I'm just saying, but that's it's not relevant to the conversation remotely. Thank you for letting me know you're here. I think this constitutes fair warning. I'm just going to make sure the mortuary has space.
Well, that's okay. You know, I promise we're not going to kill anyone on purpose. Okay, you've got my promise on this, unless they attack us first. Only
accidental deaths and those in self-defense. Excellent.
That's exactly right. And if you need any help for anything, just give us a call. We're only too willing to help such a close friend. Anyway, good luck today, Olivia. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you. Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. And Cara hangs up. And winks at Agnar. Says, "Go on. Let's go back to the rest of them."
Hi, Infinite Monkey Tales. Thanks for the wait.
Yeah.
Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. It is hugely appreciated as always. I saw you were playing your Scandinavian thriller this evening. I didn't have a chance to check in tonight, but I hope it went well.
It's good from what I saw. It's very good.
Oh.
Agnar will turn back to Karen and say that was a good idea, by the way. You know, I suppose warning her, letting her know we're back on board. Just in case.
Yeah, you're right, Pirate, as well. You didn't die. That's good as well. I'm very proud of you guys. Very proud. Keep fighting the good fight. Yeah, partly I wanted to let her know, and partly I just wanted to ruin her day a little bit, really. As much as I love her. And I think we managed that.
I'm less impressed, but it's still very responsible of you.
Let's go. Right. Let's get back and tell these guys where we are, and then let's go and find these either very good rooms or very bad rooms.
All right. So you reassemble as a party with all the people, you know, bubbling around their lunch. There are fairly extensive signs literally painted on the floor, which you'll remember well from your last trip. The space is huge and open with various things around the open concourse, and accordingly until you get to one of those lift shafts that takes you down into an actual pod of rooms, the directions are relatively vague. You know, they are sort of, it's not hard, for example, to find something that says N55 to 250 sort of thing, and you sort of wander off in that vague direction.
Oh, but we wouldn't do that, though. We wouldn't do that. That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way, Ben. We wouldn't do that. We want M115, M114 even.
Or?
Not N250. Trying to send us the wrong way with your descriptions.
It's a fair trip, actually. Are a long way away from the city, which is where the majority of the more expensive stuff is. And sort of out in the middle part of the north side of the ship, as they refer to it, you do in fact find a few lift tops clustered together. One of them is indeed marked N114.
Oh, count the heads. We've got a lot of heads. Can we all fit in the lift at once?
Everyone,
no.
Maybe. Stefan will say, "Everyone, have you got your buddy?
Got your buddy.
Make sure you stay with your buddy."
Former crocodile.
Lost, not on the first day.
Oh, he's such caring leader now. That's good. Okay, I guess Cara will just drag Agnar straight into it. So come on, you found out where it was. We're going first, and she drags her posse with her. You know, the whole Zoe, Rose, Cat triple header. With Agnar.
Okay.
Says, "Come on, Agnar.
I mean,
Sammy's well.
You can certainly fit half a dozen people in one of these lifts. You could probably squeeze 10 in if you weren't bundling luggage with you.
I'm going to drag Sammy as well. Then I'm going to press the button shut. Say, come on, Agnar. It's you and the girls. Up we go."
All right. Well, as you know from your previous trip, there are 3 levels on the way down towards the exterior of the hull, and your rooms are in the top level.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one down.
First one down, yeah.
Let's go then. I'll push the button. Unless anyone will want to go anywhere else.
No.
It's a lift. It really just goes up and down.
It's not the Great Glass Elevator.
Oh, I'll cancel the left button then.
If you hit the button, the lift starts to move pretty seamlessly and immediately. It is largely silent. And at the very first stop, the doors open and you look out onto something that looks very familiar. A roughly circular corridor wraps all the way around the shaft, and off it in 4 directions, big angles, are 4 little narrow passageways, narrow companionways, each of which ends in a space very shortly with 3 rooms off it, one to the left, one to the right, and one straight ahead.
Oh, we're not in the best part of things.
The corridors, the labels that we've got, so N114, or is that a specific room?
You have essentially your free run of the 12 rooms on this level.
Okay. Agnar say, wow, that's I mean, it might not be, quite as grand as last time, but there's more rooms. Is that right? Feels right.
Mm-hmm. The rooms are not themselves huge, but each of those little the 4 sort of sections has a small lounge area in the middle of it, and then 3 bedrooms with en suites off it.
Agnar will step out left and say, right, at it, I guess. Find the best beds.
Bundle. So we've got 12 beds, so it's 3 lots of 4, right? 12 beds. We've got this whole section.
Yeah, you've essentially got. They're not suites in the sense that the lounge area between each set of 3 rooms isn't private.
Yes.
They may offer these rooms to different people who aren't travelling together. If you are,
Oh, we are cutting badly now.
Together in these little areas.
Okay, so theoretically, anyone could get off the lift and see us chilling out in the living room, for example, because it is a shared space.
It's just shared public space. However, the rooms off that are
majestic.
You need to resplend them, by the way. Which I think it's about time. I'm disgusted it's taken 45 minutes for Ben to resplend.
We will do our best.
The face of the dairy milk. Whatever it is. Lovely. Cara grabs the usual. So Cara's going to grab Rose, Cat and Zoe, and heads off to one corner with all the bags. Between them, dragging all of Cat's 17 extra bags or whatever it is she's carrying with her, and just dumping them in that big shared space already, like piled up over the sofas and the table and stuff. and shouts back at Agnar and says, "Better pick your team, because you ain't going to get a better corner than this one."
So, how are you divvying things up?
I guess the others come down, so we're going to have so Cara, Rose, Kat, and Zoe, and then we've got. Oh, so it's the same as the thing, isn't it? So we've got Johnny and Sammy, Soraya, Stefan, Agnar, and is it Gerg we've got?
Berg's with you, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget your carvings expert.
Oh yes, what's her name now? Oh no.
I will remember this.
Oh, the new crew member. She was on the ship beforehand. That's where we found her. She does love floofy baths.
True.
Freya Crano.
Freya. Who do you fancy, Agnar, in your team? Pick a squad. Have we got Rick as well, haven't we?
Rick Verlo's with you, yeah.
Give me Rick. Give me Gerg. And it feels like a good fit. Give me Freya.
Freya.
She'll be quiet.
Quiet, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I want the peaceful grown up corridor.
This feels like the corridor of my second year at university, when me and two of my friends were living together in a house, and we had a spare room, and we ended up with a random Japanese girl living with us. Poor girl.
Listen, if any of them want a party, they can feel free to trade them out. It's not set in stone.
That is true. Which means the other one will be Stefan, Soraya, Johnny and Sammy.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense, I think.
That's a very nice corner. That one. That is a lovely corner. So,
that makes sense.
So we've got the party corner, nerd corner, and lovely corner. the family corner, yeah. Looks good. Cara grabs a piece of paper out of her supplies and one of her Sharpies, and does indeed write nerd corner on it. And I knew it was going to happen. I'm going to have to reset, I think. We can need to take an early break in a second, because this is absolutely terrible.
All right.
Okay.
You need to restart your router or something.
Yes. All I'm going to do before I know is that, yes, Cara's going to write nerd corner on a bit of paper and stick it up the corner of Agnar's Avenue. And that's not a euphemism.
Sure sounded like one.
Okay. All right. With the nerd corner sign attached,
Yes.
let's take a quick break.
Cool. You might, guys, I'll be resetting, so you might get booted, but we'd love it if you jump back on again, please, okay? Sorry for this, it's just bad atmospherics. Bad juju. I'll be back shortly, okay? Bear with us. Oh, I need to click things now, though. I'm going to do it properly, even though it doesn't make too much difference. Can't do anything properly. Okay.